Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world. Willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot fight. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for.
All right. The amazing St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn at www.saintricketts.com, the theme song. And I'm stoked for tonight, Jewel Tatey. Stoked. Stoked. All right. Let's thank the fellas. Let's shut that down and say good evening to all the viewers out there. It is Wednesday night. It is 8:02, and it's time for a brand new episode of The You Show. You. Real quick, everybody already invading. Todd West. Boom. Kirk Anastasi. I clicked you wrong. Sorry, dude. You, Jeff Beer's looking good. My man. Stephanie Berlotto, loving the Flyers. Tiffany Mosher, the amazing author who will be on. We'll talk about her book later that we were so lucky to get in the mail as well. Tiffany's going to be on our show in the very near future. Thanks for tuning in, Tiffany. This is the madness you signed up for. This is Jeff and Jules Yo Show. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. I got my Travis Connect New Jersey on. I got my Flyers hat on. The young lady next to me, the sister from another mister, the co-hostess with the mostest, and the most flyered up babe in all of Philadelphia right now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are we doing?
We are doing absolutely fantastic. Flyer season has started. Huge 6 win over the Penguins. Patty Hartman in the house. Good evening, Patty. Money's coming soon for the charities, Patty. We're going to get that to you soon. Hopefully within the next week we'll get the funds together and get them out to the charities. And thank you for tuning in as always. Lauren, bonjour to you as well. Thank you for getting all French on us. Absolutely love it.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Terrific. Real quickly, I appreciate everybody flooding in. Got a lot of viewers, but I just want to do something real quickly.
She ripped off her Flyer shirt that quick.
Is that Duck the intern?
No, it's Joe.
Oh,
She's
Joey.
all flyered out. What are you doing?
Are you flyered out already?
You want to be fancy. Come in with your fancy self.
We got to go all night with it. There, that is fancy.
Hello.
The beautiful future co-host of the O Show. Patty said we're awesome. Thank you, Patty.
Like and subscribe if you want any merch. Comment down below.
Good job.
Good job. YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Real quickly, before we get to all the fun that is normally the O Show, I do have to do this. A very sad announcement of rest in peace to Nick Trunzo. Anybody that knows Nick, of course, he's the grandfather of my lovely wife, Cassie, and passed away at the age of 89 from cancer complications a few days ago. I, of course, do this show for a lot of reasons: to entertain, to have fun, to bring you people, new artists, charities, all that good stuff. But sometimes there is tough moments, and this is one of those. And to my wife, her entire family, Grandmom Carol, very sorry. Rest in peace, Nick. A tremendous man, great family man, former military veteran, just an excellent individual. We will miss you greatly.
No, I'm so sorry to Cassie and you and your whole family. That's terrible. Deepest condolences. Love you guys.
I appreciate that very much. Rosemary Booth. Rosemary, hello. Thank you for tuning in, and I do appreciate that. It is a tough loss. My wife has been strong through it all. Condolences from Lauren and Kirk. Thank you, everybody. Very tough. Cassie has been a trooper through it all. A lot of her family is coming in from all over, like around different parts of the state where they all live. And, you know, it's nice to have people get together. It's tough in this kind of circumstance. Thank you, Patty, sending out the love. We greatly appreciate that. Nick was a fantastic guy, just great. The prototypical grandpop type, Jewel.
Give me a good story.
You know, Cassie will be back. Maybe Cassie can give you some good stories because the kids got so many good stories. Hard to keep up with them, but there's so many good ones. But just me and him, like he was always very welcoming to me. He liked me, of course, being Italian. He liked me. Stephanie, thank you very much. And I guess I'll have a good story real quick. Our wedding, we had the wedding in the morning, and then we had an after party with a band. So I got up and I was singing and performing with the band and just being crazy. And a couple weeks later, we went over to their house, and he says, you really surprised me. I'm like, oh, like I'm thinking, like, what did I do? He's like, I never knew you were this big, fun entertainer. You were a lot of laughs. I'm like, oh, all right. That was great. Means a lot. So, of course, everybody tuning in, thank you. It got me a little choked up that so many people just quickly give condolences. Very sweet. The show mom, the Yo Show mom, Alyssa Green. Thank you very much. Very dear to us. Tonight, we are back in action. I, of course, put the face on. The show must go on, as they say. And tonight, why not? Jewel Tatey, ladies and gentlemen, is fantastic. And I'm sure a lot of things. But one thing she always buries for the Yo Show, one thing she kills at is local music. And tonight, we have a fantastic band. They are getting 600,000 streams in 2020. They kicked off the 104.5 12th birthday party. Real cool, groovy sounds of Moonroof tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm very excited. 4 guys, and they might all 4 be tonight. Dave, Danny, Dan, and Julian may all be with us tonight. That's awesome. Jewel, great job again. These guys are excellent.
Thank you. I'm so excited to have them. It's wonderful to see when you see these younger, and a lot of them start out as friends, and they're local guys. They came up in the scene together. They're, they neighbor Philadelphia. They went to school around here, and now they're just like, they're blowing it up with shows and everything. Of course, before COVID, they had a full schedule lined up. We're going to check in with them, see how they're doing. They have a bunch of new singles, so we get to let you guys hear some of their great music. They have a very unique sound. I'm a fan. I'm sure you will be too. So
yeah, I like we have Honey and First, and Honey's kind of neat. I like that 40-second little showpiece in the beginning of the video of Honey before the song plays. Very cool. It's cute. I like that. Dig it. So Moonroof, they'll be here around 8:30 tonight. Robin Silver, how about them Flyers? Indeed, a 6-3 ass kicking of the hated Penguins. Joe Farabee goal and 3 assists on fire tonight. Carter Hart played a nice game and ready for another big season. Let's go Flyers.
Why do we love beating Pittsburgh so much?
Because they are like our rivals, and they had this 2 weenies. That's Sidney Crosby and that big, dumb, goofball-looking Malkin.
I swear. Well, I mean, I know why. I know there are rivals, but when I went up to Penn State, I went up Maine, and I swear the population was like 60% Pittsburgh, 40% Philly area. And man, I would walk around in Philly stuff and get boots. I would go to bars like, this is a Pittsburgh bar. I'm like, what?
People hate Philly stuff in general. That's why we stick together, folks. That's why we bring you your official show of Philly, the Yo Show, because we gotta stick together, yo. All right, we got a ton to do. Oh yeah, send Schittsburg home crying is my favorite thing to do. Robin Silver, love it. Tons of stuff to do. Joel, I'm gonna go to Joel again. I don't know why. I was talking about Farabee. I'm just going to Joel. Joel. Tons of stuff to do. So let's get to the top 5 list, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of Philadelphia, tonight is top 5. Thank you, Mr. Paul Lamp, for the yawn. I know you're a big Flyers fan. You know you are deep down inside. Perfect. Okay. Top 5 classic Philadelphia trademarks and the people we think do it best. So basically, I'm going to pick something that I love from Philly. Thank you, Robin. We will have a great show. Paul's laughing at the NHL in general. I know. When I met him, he was a diehard hockey guy, but now he's not. So top 5 things of Philadelphia done the best by a certain somebody. I will go while Jewel is stepping away for a moment to keep the show flowing. And I'll start at number 5 with soft pretzels. Big Philly thing. And my favorites are from Philly. Soft pretzel. one of my favorites. True staple in the soft pretzel community, of course, are the ones from Philly Soft Pretzel. Number 4 is Peanut Chews, and of course that's Goldenberg's Peanut Chews, another Philadelphia staple. I remember the factory burned down. It was like, oh my God, we're never going to get them again. But they're back. Peanut Chews, Goldenberg's Peanut Chews, the staple.
What was your number 5?
Philly Soft Pretzel Factory. Soft pretzels from the Philly Soft Pretzel Factory.
Gotcha.
Number 5. Number 4 is kind of a twist, but it's a sandwich made famous here in Philly, and it's the Schmitter. And where else do you get it from? The creator of McNally's. McNally's, the Schmitter.
Nice.
Oh, terrific.
What's on it?
Thank you. They are terrific, not to be confused with the ones that they were heat lamping at the stadium. Ugh, not the same.
What's on it?
It's fried salami, steak, cheese, I believe fried onions. It's amazing. I forget everything that's on it. I haven't had one in about 2 years, but it's amazing. Good stuff. So number 3. Number 2, folks, and this is going to draw ire. I didn't want to bring up this subject, but I have to. Number 2 is the Philly cheesesteak. And in my opinion, nobody does it better than right up here in Levittown, Gleason's.
Yeah.
Gleason's, my man Pat McConney and my girl Jackie Newman and the gang at Gleason's. We had relatives in from Wisconsin, of course, as I mentioned, for the funeral tomorrow. And they said, well, let's get a good cheesesteak. Gleason's, they loved it. Awesome job, as always, by the team at Gleason's. I know I'm going to get hate mail for that, but right now, that's my favorite cheesesteak in the Philly area. And number 1, Philly sports teams. I still think the team that means the most to Philly, that says the most about Philly, is still the Philadelphia Flyers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know a lot of people love the Eagles. A lot of people are Philly fans. To me, the Flyers are the quintessential Philly sports team. So that's my number 1.
I thought we were doing food.
Oh, we're doing anything. You can do all food. I did.
Monuments.
I did 4 foods.
I got 5 foods, so
Paul
that's
says
what it
no.
is.
Paul became an anti-Flyers guy when he gave up his season tickets. I don't blame him.
Oh.
Joel Tatey hit me with 5 buttes.
Okay. This is, nostalgia for me. But number 5, I worked here. It was it was like my second job when I lived in Mayfair. But Twisty Treat. I worked in the big ice cream cone.
You used to work at the big ice cream. I love that place.
Oh yeah, the pink one.
Yeah.
It was a sweat box, so I feel bad for anyone still working in there.
I like my cheesesteak pick.
Good times. And I just want to say, there's so many things that I was talking to my dad before this. I'm like, what are the staples? He's like, well, Scrapple. I'm like, I don't eat Scrapple. I can't say that. But I didn't know Zittner's and Breyers started here. So that was new info to me. I knew Tasty Cake. I used to work in North Philly down the street at the high school right there. But that closed, and apparently it's in the Navy Yard now. Didn't know that either.
Yeah. Anymore, it's all synthetic. Nobody makes synthetic. Says tasty as a tasty cake. Go ahead.
Yeah. Vault of Wisdom. So anyway, I just picked my favorite food from all my favorite Philly restaurants that because I was upstate for a long time at school. And so every time I come home, I try to get one of these. But Tuscany on Welsh Road has the best chicken Florentine dish. I love chicken. I love spinach and cheesy stuff. And they have a great chicken Florentine dish. Number 3. My old favorite was Steve's. But Gleason's, they treated us so well and welcomed us. And the steak is delicious. Have that with my high life on a hot summer day. I'm here for it. I can't wait to have another. I was actually driving home today. I'm like, man, I can go for a Gleason's. So, number 3, Best Hoagie. I'm going to have to go. Oh, yep. Number 2. Going to have to go with Marinucci's. Their hoagie would feed me for 5 days if it lasted that long, but it wouldn't. Great. They're in Mayfair. And number 1, all-time favorite pizza has to be Charlie's. The big thick crust. Always have to get them when I come home.
They are opening a new Charlie's Pizza. I forget where. Oh,
yeah. like 10 months ago. What happened?
Is it Morel Plaza? Well, COVID, I'm sure. Was it Morel Plaza or something like that? They're opening another, and it supposedly is like the Charlie's. Of
Right.
course, Charlie's, Vince's, that whole little standoff. But I love a good Charlie's.
Mobbed.
That's a great answer.
I like Charlie's over Vince's. I know that's debatable, but I like the thick crust.
Paul says this is Eagles Town. It's close. We're going to talk about the Eagles later on and the firing of one Mr. Doug Pederson. Let's rehash the list. Mine, of course, all the stuff's on my phone. I got to start writing my crap down. Soft pretzels from the Philly Soft Pretzel Factory. Number 4, Goldenberg's Peanut Chews. Number 3, McNally's and the Schmitter. Number 2, the Philly Cheesesteak from Gleason's. That's right. And number 1, Philly Sports Teams of Flyers, Jen Hines. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Jewel Tady's Top 5 Twisty Treat. I love the big ice cream cone. There's one up here, too. Number 4, the Chicken Florentine from Tuscany on Welsh Road. I don't think I've ever been there. I have to try.
It's like right on the boulevard.
Okay. I think I know where you're at. I'll have to try it out. Number 3, of course, again, Gleason's. Number 2, hoagies from Marinucci's. Sounds really good right now. I'm actually really hungry, even after my big Gleason's. And number 1, Charlie's Pizza. Good call, because you're going to get some people are going to fight you on Santucci's and Vince's and all that. Hey, it's our list.
I love Santucci's. I love Vince's, but Charlie's is just...
Agreed. I do love me a good Charlie's. We forgot a huge thanks to last week's guest, Jewel Tady, the beautiful and incredible Miss Nancy Vallon. Nancy, thank you for an outstanding show last week. Jewel, real quick, you know you're starting to do things right when you go off the air. And I thanked Nancy, and she said, can you do me a favor? Can you send me the link? Because some former Baywatch cast members want to watch the show.
Oh, God.
I'm like, what? I'm sure that, probably like Donna D'Erico and Gina Lindell. They're probably all like, oh, I got to watch that Jeff. He's so sexy.
Oh, my God.
Probably not how it happened. Yasmin Bleeth wanted to watch. You had me with soft pretzels, so you said Pretzel Factory. See, I've never had Center City. And this is I got to kind of have to go with what I have.
Can you send us some? Our P.O. box is...
Yeah, I know, right? Email Jeff at theyoshow215@gmail.com. Trust me, tonight for Man Cave scores and She Shed stuff, we're going to show you how people respond to our address. I'm stoked. But yeah,
we're overwhelmed.
Steph, basically, long and short, what I want to do is come down for a beer meeting at Chicken Pete's South Philly, and then from there, you and I can go get pretzels. Maybe. Patty Harmon, another thumbs up for Toscani restaurant. I've got to get there. What was that? The old that is on the corner of Welsh and the Boulevard. Is that the place?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in that little tiny strip. It's so tiny, but the food is so good. It's BYOB. I know. I don't know about now, but yeah, it's delicious.
My sister-in-law Beth Perini wants me to know that my brother is all flyered up because he's the ultimate front runner. He was all Sixered up until they lost that game he decided to watch. Now he hates the Sixers and calls Joe Embiid a big dud. And now all of a sudden he's flyered up. He put it on my Facebook like flyered up. Now they're 1-0. Wait till they lose game 2 and he'll be off the bandwagon again. I love him, Beth, but he's brutal. Beth Perini, thank you for tuning in this evening. Jewel, let's do music. It's 8:20, and he is a jinx. Goddamn right. It's 8:20, so let's do some music. Tonight's very special guest is Moonroof. This is a song called, well, what should we do? Should we do Honey Honey or first? Let's do Honey Honey.
I was going to say do first.
Let's do first.
No, you can do Honey Honey.
first because it's their new song.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm actually having an argument where I keep saying first. But anyway, we'll do first since it is their brand new one. You can actually watch how I screen share and watch this amazing equipment we have here at the O show. We're
sorry. Come to the studio when we open up.
I know, right? Uh-oh. Guess what else just happened? The entire share froze. Oops. Okay. So let's try this again. Go here. And then share. And still is not. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So give us a moment. We'll get back to that in a second. excellent tonight. This has never happened before. I like this is
It's
just
just
really
frozen.
this is really exciting. It actually like froze. I don't know why, but it kind of froze out the screen share. Screen share was canceled. Make sure you click share on modal and not what? Tell me what, man. Pisses me off. All right, so share audio, Chrome tab, and the great guys from Moonroof with first. There it is,
Good
ladies
job.
and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus, I'm telling you, we definitely need high-tech equipment and a crew. Anyway, let's bring you tonight's special guest, Moonroof. The song is called First. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. We'll be back here on the Yo Show.
You were my first, you got me always running, running all around. Every time you always need me. First, you always came before me, and I loved you like it was our last time. You were my first, which kinda really hurt, which got me always thinking, cause no one forgets your first time. Time is never on our side, cause life is always a one-way ride. I remember when we laid across the stars alone for the first time. You said you loved me and I loved you back, and I held you close for the first time. Things might change, but no one can take what we shared for the first time. And my mind will always be running, running, running back to you. You were my first, which kinda makes me smile. I know it's been a while, but every time I always need you. First, I think I always love you. Wish we never shared what we did last time. You were my first, the one I always compare to. Everyone is not fair, but I just wanna find the right one. One will always be what you are, cause you were so close but so very far. I remember when we laid across the stars alone for the first time. You said you loved me and I loved you back, and I held you close for the first time. Things might change, but no one can tell what we shared for the first time. And my mind will always be running, running, running back to you. Is this a curse that will never go away? Can someone help me get you clear off my mind? Is this a curse that will never go away? Can someone help me get you clear off my mind? Is this a curse that will never go away? Can someone help me get you clear off my mind? Is this a curse that will never go away? Can someone help me get you clear off my mind? I remember when we laid across the stars alone for the first time. You said you loved me and I loved you back, and I held you close for the first time. Things might change, but no one can take what we shared for the first time. And my mind will always be running, running, running back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you. You are my first.
All right. Outstanding. Tonight's very special guest coming up with us shortly. Moonroof. It's Dave Kim on vocals, Danny Walsh on lead guitar, Dan Rendine on the drums, Julian Baseman on bass. Moonroof. The song is First. Jewel Tatey.
I'm so excited. I love their music. It's just It reminds me of a couple things, but I'll save that for my question because we're going to dive deep into that. But they also have their amazing, unique sound too. So awesome to hear from these guys.
Absolutely, very excited to have them on. Thousands upon thousands of followers and fans all over social media. So they're growing in popularity big time. We're very excited to have them here on our program tonight. Real quickly, Jewel Taney, with a lot of talk and stuff going on, I'm going to remind people, because they're moving fast and things are getting to be great. It is Loso Brewing Company. And of course, it's www.losobrewingcompany.com. And tonight, I happen to have a can of their very beautiful Brownsville Bonfire Ale. I'm supposed to be using this for samples. Sorry, guys. Tonight I'm drinking one because they're awesome. 9.9% alcohol content with notes of vanilla, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon. Baby.
See, that's the one I need to try that. That's like right up my alley.
I agree.
And
Not only that, but I grabbed the wrong can. This is actually the Kringle Christmas. And God, this is even better. But this is
some more nutmeg and cinnamon.
Yeah, cherry, cinnamon. This is actually the Kringle Christmas, and I noticed because it gets the little flakes that float in there. Like I love.
I used to cook with that Sly Fox Christmas beer, the sausage.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh man, I hope I got another one of these because I was trying to save them for somebody to have it. Anyway, don't forget www.losobrewingcompany.com. You can find the locations of Loso beer, the styles that are out there, big news coming up in the very future. Some of it might include the Yo Show. We're soon to find out. A lot of big stuff brewing, so to speak, brewing. Like what I did there. Really good. Outstanding beer, of course. The big one right now, Jewel, the Hazy Dragon. They just can't keep it at Chickies and Pete's Warrington. They go through it. Like, I already got a call today. The 3 sixels we got there the other day are already gone. And they need more. Oh, it's flying.
Awesome.
It's absolutely flying.
What does that taste like?
Now, it's a New England style, so it's kind of a hazy IPA, but it's not the bitter IPAs. It's more the New England style with that citrusy finish, and it's just like dead on. It's perfect. And the people at Chickies, the manager, my good friend Rocco, over at Chickies in Warrington says, dude, I just can't keep it in.
That's awesome. I could do citrusy sometimes. I don't know. I'm weird though, but I think I would dig the Brownsville. And I know you have your watermelon wheat. Something for everyone.
Absolutely.
Even
and
if you're a punk like me.
we're moving around. We're making the moves, and we're excited for the future of Loso Brewing. Hopefully it explodes, and hopefully someday we'll have some of our great bands on stage at Loso Brewing performing.
Yep.
So I saw Mike Nappy out there on Facebook, and he asked people, like, what does music mean to you? And I said life. Life. Like, music is life, man. And he loved that answer. And I said, Mike, we got to get together sometime when this place opens up. Let's get you down here. And, we have so many great musical acts that come on the show. We're just very fortunate. Yeah.
No. And we didn't get to, hang out with Mike after the show, but in the studio, he just absolutely killed it. So, yeah, that festival's coming.
Definitely. Funny, when he was in studio, like I just kept staring at his mouth because I can't believe how fast.
Oh, I couldn't. I had to stare away. I was looking at the guitar or anything.
Yeah, he's something else. He's a great talent. We have really hit the jackpot. We have not had a bad performer yet. Probably the worst singer that has come on the show has probably been me.
And me.
Very fortunate. So keep up the good work. Some of our former artists, I was talking to Lisa Orlando the other day. She delayed the release of her album because she has even bigger news than that, which how hard I pried. And we talked for hours and just gushed over how wonderful each other are, like the show, her. I couldn't get it out of her.
Well, stop. She'll announce.
Speaking
one of the first ones to announce.
Speaking of great performers and great Philly artists and bands alike, the very special guests of ours are backstage. All 4 of them COVID friendly It is the gang from Moonroof, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey guys.
How's
All
it
right.
going?
It's going great, guys. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for being COVID friendly, because Jules said you're probably all going to do it together, and you're taking the precautions, which is awesome. Real quick, we have Dave Kim, Danny Walsh, Dan Rendine, is it, or Rendine?
Rendine, yes.
Rendine, all right. And Julian Baseman, who plays the bass, which is cool.
Actually,
Well, it's a very funny story, but Julian Baseman is no longer with us because
Oh.
he's just not in the band.
Yeah.
He's
he's
okay.
No, everything's safe with him. He's just, we actually had an old bassist named Kevin Randolph.
Okay.
We actually all met at college, and Kevin Randolph actually went this past year, and now he's right next to me.
So he's
you're
the-
back.
All right. Well, like I said, everybody, bassist Kevin Randolph. My apologies, Kevin. Welcome to the show, guys. Absolutely great having you here. Jewel and I started the show a couple years ago. Her very first thought was, let's do local artists. And she's been killing it, and you guys are outstanding. So, Jewel, kick it off. Start with some questions for the guys, and let's sit back and have some fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on. So, did you all meet in college? Is that how the band got its start?
Well, it's actually very funny. So me and Kevin were roommates in college, and then we met Dan right away. So we were all really good friends, and then we had a fourth member named Nick, and then he actually left, and then we actually filled in Danny right here. Actually, like last year,
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years,
Sorry.
yeah.
This 2020 doesn't count, guys. Come on.
No, absolutely not. I mean, but you have to count 2020, because I know it was a question for later, but I'm just so excited. You got to count 2020 because 600,000 streams of your music. How does that make you guys feel?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that's a blessing, dude. That's why Kevin came back. Actually,
Yeah,
He's watching the numbers.
No, but it was really an honor just for like people to listen. Like we actually get DMs time to time and just say, "Yo, I found you guys on Spotify." It's like, "Yo, I love this, I love that," and like that actually what keeps us going. I believe it.
Yeah, and I was nervous because I sent you a DM. I'm like, oh, they're probably flooded. Let me just email them just in case. But no, it's been a ride for you guys, and it's been a hell of a 2020. So more about it. We just played first. Talk a little bit about the single and what's the backstory.
First was really like I don't want to like speak down of it at all, but first was a very like, you know, like a bop, like it was more like, you know, catchy. It was something that you could hear on the radio, and that's what we were actually going for. And it was just more talking about relationships, which this band does like all the time. So that's what the song was about, honestly. So it's the first time
It's
using
like your first love, right?
Yeah, it's you gotta find your first love.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't found your
Get out
first
of your
love,
brain.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
I found my first love right here on the show. I absolutely love doing this, and meeting great artists is terrific, and everybody's got a different story. Like you all think people start the same way, but everybody starts different, and that's really cool. You guys have been compared to the likes of the Smiths, Sixpence None the Richer, some great bands. What do you think about those comparisons? Who are your influences? Some bands you follow behind, or who do you like?
Those are some crazy comparisons. I don't think I've heard them yet. Those are cool.
I know, I like those a lot.
I love that.
I was gonna say, like, individually, we all listen to different music, so I guess we could all go through. I don't know if you want to start,
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
because we all like such different.
Yeah, I don't
range.
know. Yeah, let's do a lot of different stuff like Weezer and Radiohead are some of my favorite bands, and like the Front Bottoms and stuff like that. But so that kind of factors in a little bit to the music, I think.
Yeah, Dave.
Well, my favorite band is actually the 1975, and I also love the band Camino and everything. So that's where we get our like pop sound from, I guess. But like before, like being in this band, like I didn't really listen to music that much, and like the only two songs I really knew was the Fray over my Fray over my head, and also the Script Break Even. Like that's actually our first like open mic. We played those songs because
That's all you knew.
Yeah, that's the only two songs I knew. Actually. So it's kind of crazy that we're doing this. Yeah. And then Danny.
Well, my favorite bands growing up were Green Day and the Foo Fighters. So that was like as broad as rock could get. But nowadays, I really just listen to a lot of like local Philly stuff. Like I'm really into the Menzingers. I'm into Tiger's Jaw, Captain We're Sinking, a lot of that kind of stuff. So a lot of the still in the punk scene, but a lot of alt punk stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And then for me, I grew up with like Linkin Park and like Red Hot Chili Peppers and all that stuff. And then I guess my music taste kind of changed a little more indie and went to like Two Door Cinema Club and 21 Pilots and Panic at the Disco. So
Yeah.
So we're a little all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very diverse. That's good though. It helps you bring in a little piece of everything. I would assume, and just try different
Mhm.
pieces of music.
Have you ever had like a big disagreement? Like, no, I haven't.
No, it's always pretty civil. I mean, I only
good.
speak for the time I've been in the band, but it's always been pretty civil.
Like honestly, like no, I mean like we don't have disagreements because like I feel like we just put it out there, and if we like it, we like it. If we're not, like, you know, we're not gonna be like, yo, we hate this, like, but we'll be like, yo, let's use this. If we can't use it, we'll do something else. And it's actually like a really big talent of Danny. It's like it's very underrated. It's
Wow.
like so I don't play an instrument, right? And that was always a problem, right? But I can sing melodies, and I actually sing guitar melodies, and then I sing like what Danny could play, or like options for Danny to play, and then Danny can actually play back what I sing, and it's like a blessing.
Wow.
I can write as many ideas as I want, and then Danny just has a plan.
So
And I heard you sing that Frank Ocean cover, so I know you hit those high notes.
Yeah.
I also get a little bit like alt J feel, and I heard you do the 21 Pilots cover, which I'm a huge fan of those guys too. Yeah, what are some of your favorite covers to do?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh, Chocolate by the
Chocolate,
1975.
yeah.
That's gotta be one of them. That's
Awesome.
like what helped us.
I was checking that out before the show. The cover of Chocolate. I checked it out right before we came on. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That was one we did at open mics in college a lot too.
Yeah.
We've
Been
been
doing that for like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
7 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we've been doing that for so long, and then like it was like this year we're like people heard it on our SoundCloud, and then they asked, "Hey, could you put it on Spotify?" And I was like, at first I was like, "Oh no, it's fine. It was an old song," and then we put it on Spotify, and like thanks to them, like we were lucky enough to be put on like some great playlists that really been helping our numbers out. So it's like kudos to all you guys.
That's awesome. One of the things I did see, and like I said, Jewel goes out and finds these local bands, one better than another. They're all great. And then I read into it, and you played the 104.5 birthday bash. That's got to be humongous. How did you get picked? How is that like being on that kind of stage? Tell us about it. It's got to be incredible.
Yeah. I'll tell it.
So we got picked. It was like a fan competition.
Fan vote.
Yeah,
Okay.
fan voting competition. So at first, we didn't actually know we were in the competition because we applied for the competition, and then there's a band that we actually like look at, and they say, "Yo, vote for us." And I was like, "Oh man, like I guess we didn't get picked because no one sent us an email or anything." And then we like went on and we saw our name, and I was like, "Oh wow, we're in the top 25. Let's do this." So
I was about to go vote for my friend's band, and then I was like, oh wait, I was like Moonroof there.
I got vote for us now. So
Sorry, dude, you're out. I got my own band.
and like we went like pretty hard on the voting. Like I asked a lot of people. We asked a lot of our family and friends, and then like when we were actually in the top 4, like that's where I was like, okay, dude, like we can win. Like let's kick butt. So when we got selected, it was just a huge honor. Like everyone was like rooting for us, and it was like the best show like to the state. Like so.
That's incredible.
Tell your
Oh
story.
yeah.
Okay.
The 104.5 show was actually my first show with Moonroof.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
No pressure.
it's all downhill from there.
No, yeah, I got so many people to vote that they let me join the band. So
We got to try that on the show. It's got a third correspondent.
It was like his gift to joining us, because I remember like we could have gone as like the 4, but then I was like saying like, yo, it would be so cool if he actually played with us. So we like told him, and he was at work and he was just jumping out of his pants.
yeah, I left work early that day because I was like, I don't need to be here. I'm like,
See, I'm a little different. If it was me, I'd be like, I quit. I'm out of here. I'm quitting the
All
band.
right. 104.5 show. So,
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys get to hang with the bands at all? Like, was there an after party? Like,
Yeah, it was actually a buffet, and we actually got to see like Fanagram and like some people from
whoa.
Met like the revival.
Yeah,
Revival?
Yeah.
Kevin,
Group
you were
love all the time.
you were the one who pointed out they were eating right behind us, and Kev, you were like, "Oh, I think
Yeah.
that's the Revivalists."
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
to like eat the
Holy crap.
Lumineers and like Group Love. They have their own trailers, so we didn't really
Mhm.
see them like that. But
Ah.
like, it was just a great experience.
No,
Like,
it was really cool just to like see all those bands in there, and like I don't know, they're just people that you look up to and listen to for years, and then you walk in and like the lead singer of Fanagram is just eating a cheeseburger in front of you, and you're like, oh wow. Oh yeah,
yeah.
who was that? Was it
I think it was
Ryan?
Ryan,
Ryan
yeah.
from Fanagram. Just like we were trying to, Dave and I were trying to introduce ourselves
Yeah.
in the dessert line. And we were like, oh, we're in Moonroof, like we're opening the show. He was like, oh, that's really awesome. Have you guys tried this cheesecake?
Yeah.
He was like obsessed
Oh my
with
God.
the dessert.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the nitty gritty. He's happy to see you, but he needs the real inside scoop.
That's insane.
That has got to be pretty cool though. Group Love, Lumineers, big bands, despite the fact that they're still, you shared the stage, and like the nerves. Talk about the nerves. How nervous are you? Do you kind of look around at each other like, holy crap, this is really
Yeah.
That was
Honestly, I don't get that nervous except for that show, just because I was like, dude, like, what if I like forget the lyrics, yo? And that's always been a risk for me. So I was like, so, but as soon as our first song came on, like, I believe we did Be Somebody. Like, as soon as our first song came on, and then people were actually like, kind of like, they didn't know the lyrics, but like, people were like chanting things back, and I was like, and then you could see I was just having a lot of fun. Like, I was just living in that moment. It was like, so it was more like, yeah, you guys could talk about your nerves, but I was like, yeah.
I feel like
Got
it was like
better.
adrenaline.
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
I was like
Definitely an
nervous, and then
adrenaline
like
type of
adrenaline
thing.
kicked in, and I was fine. And then after the show, just like a
yeah,
crash.
I like collapsed.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in our green room for
Yeah.
like 45 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? Like you can't sleep your first big show. You can't sleep that night.
No,
Yeah.
And it was a lot of our friends were tailgating in the parking lot, so I was
Oh.
kind of going out and checking in.
Yeah.
And it was,
Nice.
And they
Yeah.
also had us just wait in the wings right before we went on, like so we could see everyone
Yeah.
that was in the crowd and out on the lawn, and we were like, wow, we really have to go and play in
Yeah.
front of all these people right now.
Oh man.
no backing out now. No.
Dude, that day we made like a lot of fans, so I was so grateful,
Yeah, it was
honestly.
And I'm sure it probably came down to like, you're new to the band. You probably figured if he sucks tonight, he's done, and that's it.
No,
Watch
yeah,
out, this-
I was trying to convince myself. I was like, yeah, I know all the songs. Like,
Yeah,
it's fine. I've had enough time to prepare.
Honestly, we were just practicing so much. Like he came over almost every day, and it was just more like just practicing, like drilling that in, and so we had total confidence, and yeah, it came out great. So
Awesome. Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
thank you
Yeah.
so
Thank you,
much.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, thank
we can't wait to do another show like that. Hoping.
I mean, hopefully this year, right? We're all crossing our
Yeah.
fingers
Yeah.
for all you
Thank
guys. How has it been? I know, you guys had a full schedule before all this crap went down last March. How has it affected your live performances? I saw you were doing some virtual ones.
Yeah,
Mhm.
honestly, it was really upsetting at first, just because like you like sit there and try to find all these shows and everything, but like then you realize it just happened to everyone, and then you're like, you can like complain about it, of course, for a little bit, but you can't like make that ruin you, because we know a lot of bands, or even I see on social media, a lot of bands actually just said, hey, like we're not a band anymore. So it's like I was like, wow, that's like upsetting. So luckily at the time, me, Dan, and Danny were like roommates, so we actually got to practice a lot together. And we said like, hey, like let's still do these live sessions, let's do these live shows, just so we're not rusty, of course, but also we can still gain fans. And then we actually were making music. We made a song called Magazine, and it was our first like cooperation with other people, which was like amazing. So we asked our fans, and like they were happily to send in a video to like sing with the lyrics or just dance or anything. So that was just great. So it kept us going, and like when shows do come back, we want to just be ready and just go from there.
That's a great thing. And it's been really, music and entertainment have been huge. And we were in the studio. We couldn't go back to that studio. We scrambled. We asked one of the legendary podcast, webcast people around, like, what do we do? And he's like, use this site. You can see your guest. You can see your co-host and do it together. And it's been great. And the number's been just exploding because people like entertainment. The fact you guys have done that is absolutely amazing as well. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it. So Honey Honey is Great. I love the song. I love the little video insert in the beginning as well. We're gonna play that after we're done here with you fellas. Uh, Huge numbers, tons of views. Did you expect it to be that big? But it has a lot of YouTube play and a lot of YouTube likes.
Oh yeah, honestly, no, we didn't expect it to be that big because before that, we made like an EP. I don't like to call it our official EP, but it was like an EP. Good luck out there, and like our streams were like, you know that less than 1,000 kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it was like that.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Sadly,
we
yes,
were
we
like,
do. Yeah.
yeah. So we were just like, dude, like, man, this is hard. And then so I was like this, dude, why don't we just like do catchier stuff? So like Kevin was playing a bass line, I sang the melody, and then Kevin followed my melody, and then it was like we made Honey Honey. And so we put it out, and then we put a music video with it. And it started getting a lot of plays, but actually YouTube channels like Fancy Melancholic, they actually use our song and into it.
Wow.
And then a lot of them actually came from that. And on our comments, if you see them, they'll say, yo, I came from Fancy. I came from Fancy. I came from Fancy. And then other smaller YouTube channels started using our song. And then people put it on our playlist, and like Honey Honey, like that was all like natural because it wasn't very on editorial playlists. It was more like natural playlists, but like it says like Honey Honey's on like 2,500 like playlists on its own. So it's like just putting in their songs is great. And then it got helped by playing like on the radio, like all 104.5 and other radio stations played as well. So that just means a lot world to us.
Did you guys get to experience that together, like hearing your song on the radio for the first time?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a blessing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like we're happy about that. Go ahead then.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Kevin, you were the one who remember when they played it on, or no, they announced us. So that was the winner for 104.5.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was cool
I
too.
put it on the ground and I took the.
That's true. I did that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, anytime they play, when they let us know, they're like, we're gonna play it roughly around this time, and then we all try to get together and listen.
Yeah.
They let you know? That's so cool.
Yeah,
That is, yeah.
How
It
nice
was
of
like a
them.
rough time.
The video is a great little cut, but I know the video is fake because you're talented musicians. I know you get the chicks, so I don't buy that video.
No, dude. Actually, Dave at that time, dude, he was a really bad person with people. Like, he was just not good with girls. I think. I don't know.
I like the video with like shaking your head and all that.
Yeah, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, that video too. A fun fact about it: that was shot at our place.
Yeah,
The whole
that's
thing.
our place.
That's our place. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
very
Matt
cool.
Marinelli, man. Like he was.
Yeah, man.
He's in Cali now, but that was he wanted to build his resume because he only did wedding videos. So he actually reached out to us. Hey, I'll do the video, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And now he's inAli. And he probably shows that on his resume. So
Shouts out.
Hopefully he does. Yeah.
Shouts out to Matt's resume for having us on it.
Don't associate me with that video.
Yeah. Hopefully someday soon we're on Moonroof's resume, appearance on the O Show, and they'll be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, of course.
No, you guys are really nice, honestly. I didn't really know how you guys were. You guys were really friendly and nice, so that's awesome.
We're all about it. We're about because I know a lot of shows, and we like to call it webcasts. There's podcasts. I kind of separate the two, but people want to do cutting edge. They want to know dirt. They want to get hard digging stories. We want to know about you. We want the people to know about you, what makes you tick, what makes you have fun, and what you love about it. We're all about the love here. That's how we do it here.
Yeah,
Love
and we
it.
were concerned with like musicians and entertainers in general, like during this time. Like we made it a point to check in on all our Philly folks to see how they're doing. A lot of people got more creative. A lot of people just retreated, which is totally okay too. But it was nice just to talk to everyone this year. I mean, the past year. I mean, thank God it's over, right?
Yeah.
But we're not out of the woods yet, but
Yeah, we're getting there. We're not.
we're
Yeah,
very much
no.
looking to like live performances.
Yeah, Dr.
What we like to do.
Fauci.
Dr. Fauci said shows can come back around summer and fall, and I was so
I
dope.
can't
So
wait.
Hopefully.
we'll see.
Yeah, seriously.
We'll see.
Solstice. I can't
So-
Solstice. Solstice.
How I want to ask about the how do you come about writing songs? Like, how is the whole creative process?
Literally from scratch. We're sitting there just like, anybody have any ideas? Or Dave will come to me and be like, hey, I have this melody. Can you transpose it onto a guitar? And then we'll sit there for a little bit, and Dan will add drums and Kev will add bass. But I mean, for every one really great song we have, there's like 3 or 4 songs that we work really hard to make work and just don't happen. So
yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of give and take, but it's a fun process. Like, obviously we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it.
Yeah.
So.
And
Do you
also,
save everything, or do you scrap those songs?
oh yeah,
Sorry.
we scrap them. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, we're just like this. Like, we can love it one day and we're like, yo, this is our next hit, and then like the other day we'll be like this, like, nah, it doesn't fit us.
It
Dude.
isn't it. Yeah.
It's usually when it gets stuck in your head, and like after a few days, and you keep listening to
Just
it.
sit on it for a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah, sit
so
on it, yeah.
like, sticks.
Yeah, and also
if you remember how to play it, that's when you know that you actually really liked it.
Also with Freedive, like that's the label we're on. They've
Yes.
really helped us so much, like actually like make the songs, and I'm so happy to find them because like Vic, like the guy who like helps us, and like Ty, they're like amazing people, and they just really help. Like Vic, we just sit in a room, and he knows I don't play instruments, but he can like make a song out of the melody I make, and that's amazing as well. So shout outs to them. So
shout out Freedive Records.
Shout out
yeah,
Freedive
Freedive
Records.
Records, and
Right.
we record at Little Brother Audio. That's their studio. So yeah, that's awesome.
And they're Philly based, right?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
Philly based
Yes.
as well.
And that's what we're all about. Like, we like hearing musicians come on and give shout outs to record labels and other bands and collaborations and all that stuff. And we've done some world premieres before that have never been heard. Like, we just love stuff like that. So that's what
Awesome.
helps us be so genuine, because we're genuinely have a love for it. Every band that we have on, they make my Apple Music list, and you guys are on it as well. You see down the bottom.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you guys are already on, and I was cruising in the car today, checking it out, getting ready for tonight, listening to it today. I absolutely love it. It's great music. A lot of bands now, especially locals or indies, whatever you want to call it, they seem to drop single after single instead of going for the album approach. Is that the new wave? Do you want people to taste singles before you just drop an album?
Oh yeah, because like honestly, if you put in an album and like you're not very big, then you're gonna have one of those less than the thousands. Like you're literally gonna have one song that has all those streams, and then the other songs are because like people that don't know you, they'll click your album and listen to the first song and be like, oh, that's cool, but they won't listen to the rest unless you have diehard fans. Like, but like, and you'll get all those less than 1,000 streams. So we set a plan. We're gonna put single, and singles out until we make an EP. We're actually gonna make an EP in like summer, but a lot of that EP is gonna have those singles on that EP.
Awesome.
So streams don't get lost. So it's like, so that's just good for us. That's good for everyone because an EP is they just want something new. So that's our plan right now.
I agree. I've always been a guy that has gone out and bought an album of a band, and the same thing. You know the certain songs, you listen to the certain songs, you don't even check out the rest until by accident. And I love this new approach because, okay, I like a couple of your singles already. When they come together as an EP, I'm like, I can get them all, and I'll get it. And that's a great approach to music.
No, thank you.
So, do you have any upcoming virtual shows or anything like in the very near future?
Not right now, but we also are working a lot of between things. So we have our single Vanilla coming out February 12th.
Nice.
So we're very excited about that, and we're gonna have a video for it as well. So yeah, so that's our plan right now. We're just taking things at a time. We're actually writing a lot of music for the first time. Like as a band, like we really didn't write many songs because studio time is so expensive. So being in this like studios really helpful. Like it's like I remember we were paying like $90 an hour in a studio, and that adds up, yo. It's like crazy. It's like
that's where we were pre-COVID. I feel you. It adds up.
So we're really just trying to honestly, like, we're blessed to be in this situation, and Also, before we end, can we take a screenshot of where we're at so we could like?
We love that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like, honestly, Dan,
do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. I'm gonna try and get everybody in here.
I'll try to lean in.
Yeah, everybody get in here.
Don't see you, Dave.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Mark.
Dave, you're behind my hair.
Oh,
Sorry. All right, ready? Don't you dare.
You got it. Yeah.
All right, we got it. Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got you. Perfect.
We're getting some good comments. Bear Rains, a great group of dudes and musicians. Another great
thank you,
podcast.
thank you a lot.
Thank you guys.
Maria Daniels says she wants to check out your stuff. Maria is another great podcast platformer. We're going to be on her show tomorrow night, as a matter of fact, and she wants to check us out.
Awesome.
So people are already excited. And I'm excited. We're going to play, like I said, more music after we let you go. We got a few minutes. I want to get this from all four of you guys, and you can keep it as quick as possible. I love doing this. We get the call tomorrow from Dr. Fauci or Joe Biden or whatever. They call tomorrow and say, all right, guys, the country is open. What is the first thing each of you want to do? It could be anything. It could be music. I love this question. I give it to everybody. I love this question.
Okay.
Kev, go first.
I'd probably say play a show if we could play
Yeah,
a show.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna also say show, but the real answer that I told Dan was so I'm on a diet right now and everything, but like the first thing I really want to do is go to a buffet. And
That answer I love that answer.
Okay.
Oh God. I don't know. As much as I love playing shows and that kind of stuff, honestly, if it were warmer, I would say go to an amusement park because I love roller coasters. So like that's like one of the first things I would do for sure.
I'll probably go with. I'm probably gonna say the movie theater. Probably go see a good movie or something.
Mm.
There you go.
Been so long. Ugh.
Or a sporting event.
Yeah,
Because
that'd be good.
Flyer
too, yeah.
season started
Yeah,
tonight. I couldn't
yep.
be there, so
It was beautiful tonight too. It was an absolute ass kicking of them
I
Penguins.
love it. I was gonna say, I saw the hat, I saw the shirt.
Oh, yeah,
comment on it earlier, but
Go home.
I hate to say it though, but I think I just broke up the band because when COVID ended, we're all going in 4 different directions.
Yeah, Kev, I think you had the only good
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
No,
Ken's
dude,
gonna be the only one at our
We're gonna
first
do
show.
everything. We're gonna do everything that same day. So
We
we'll
can do
all
it
go to a buffet first, and then we'll go to a movie theater, and then we'll go to a game, and then we'll play a show late at night. And that's all.
I was gonna say,
It's
Sounds
great.
like my perfect day.
Yeah.
if you're doing amusement park, I would go to the amusement park before the buffet. 'Cause
Oh,
it might not end well.
So amusement park, buffet, movie,
Then
show.
And
Yeah,
then we'll play a show or go see someone play or something.
There you go.
Yeah. That works.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a
Julie,
great question.
That's a good question.
I love asking that, and some people are like just live, and some people are like perform. Some people are like I just want to run around naked out in the street without a mask.
Oh yeah, I did have a question.
What about you guys? What would you guys do?
All those. I think
Yeah,
every single one of
definitely.
those.
Definitely, I'm a beer guy. I'm actually in the beer business, and that's something we'll contact you on later on if we get it. We're looking at a brewery. We'd love to have bands come and play. Yeah, so we're looking.
Awesome, man.
Thank you. So we're going to be up in like the Bucks County area, and we're talking about bringing guests from our show on to perform on our stage. So the first thing I would do is sit at a bar somewhere and drink a beer.
Oh,
That's
that's
nice. That sounds amazing, honestly.
And you
Dude,
guys, you
Florida-
played. Oh, sorry.
No,
go.
continue.
You. I was gonna say
You
something
played
about-
Broken Goblet. You've played Down the Shore. Like, where's your favorite place to play?
Yeah, good crowd.
Honestly, it's kind of crazy.
Oh God.
We like playing at like festivals. Like I think like festivals or like we also played at like theaters before. We like that because it's
all day
classy.
events kind of.
Yeah, like it's like classy. I like that. I like those kind of things.
Yeah, the outdoor shows are definitely my
outdoor
favorite
shows
ones to do.
Outdoors.
Except when you're sweaty, but like that shows passion.
Yeah,
like
well, I
it
mean,
really
we
shows
would
passion.
play shows in the middle of August, and like we'd play like
Yeah.
a 45-minute set, and I'd walk off stage, and I looked like I just jumped in a pool, but like it was
Yeah,
still fun.
One of the
Nice.
craziest shows we ever did was actually like go to we played Haverford Music Festival in the daytime,
Mhm.
and then we had a couple hours to drive down to the Lancaster and play at Telus 360 at
Oh wow.
at the bar, and that was our first time
It was
like
like,
double.
it was like a 3-hour set.
Yeah, it was like it was like a double dipping, and we were so exhausted, but it was like one of the most fun days we ever had.
Oh.
I think we didn't get back to the house until almost like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
We were just like, that was great.
Yeah.
But I know, like we talked about earlier in the show, adrenaline. I know at the end of the night when me and Joe are done, I sit here, I drink a beer or two, I listen to music, I just walk around the house. My wife's in bed, like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I can't go to bed." And just, you know?
That adrenaline rush.
No, absolutely. And like I said, especially when it's great artists and great guys like you who totally believe in your project. For those of you out there watching, you've seen it on the scroll, but I will rehash www.moonroofmusic with a K.com. On Instagram, Moonroof Music as well with a K, don't forget. Facebook, you can find them at Moonroof. They have a page with several thousand great fans. A lot of people are on board. Apple Music, Spotify, all the major music platforms. Download them today. Join the 600,000 people because 600,000 people cannot be wrong. Am I right? That's awesome. So again,
Thank you guys.
Dave, Danny, Dan, and Kevin, thank you so much. The guys from Moonroof, we'd like to invite you back soon. What do you think?
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
amazing.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
All right, let's give it up for the guys from Moonroof, everybody. Terrific.
Stop.
Stop it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We'll talk soon, guys. Have a great night.
Absolutely.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.
See you soon.
Joel, absolutely amazing. You know, it always ends up amazing. And it's kind of funny because they said, well, we didn't know what you guys were going to be like. And we never know what the guests are going to be like.
Nope.
But come on, man. It's like sitting with family. Right, little Joey?
Right? She was dancing. She knows what's up.
She does.
I'm ready to do the F-Wim Sally dance.
Okay.
Oh, wow. She's going to dance for us. Yeah, no. Evan Horn wants to know if we're missing him. After those horrible picks last week, we're not missing that much. That is great. Oh, this is lovely. From Robin, missing JoJo, and she misses you. Love Graham. That is adorable. My man Bear Reigns, thanks for the big yay, man. Terrific band tonight. Moonroof, great bunch of guys, Joel Tatey. And not only do you find great musicians, I gotta tell you, you find great people. The guys from Bees were just cool as could be, and Moonroof, of course, cool as could be. And we got more coming up. And the ones we got in the past, you just do a tremendous job. How do you do it, man? How do you get the feel for the right band? It's a gift. It really is. We haven't had.
Honestly, you know what? Just keep your ear to the street. Like there is so much great music out right now. And especially our local scene, and everyone treats each other well, and it really is the city of brotherly love, even in the music scene, and I love it. And there's so much talent. Like it's not hard to, find anywhere. You go on any I'm just trying to think. Like before all this, we used to go out and see bands live, but now it's really all on social media. So I just click through and. Something catches my ear. I was like, yes, I got to have you. Come on my show.
That is awesome. That really is. Because, like I said, you always do a great job. Like,
I have eclectic taste, too. So I like a little bit of everything. And these guys just, they remind me of one of my favorite bands. So it's just that same style that I love and I groove out to all the time.
Hey, people ask me on, like, some of these different podcast platforms, like, how do you know these people aren't pricks? Like, you get people that are always cool. How do you know?
We don't know.
You really don't.
They could be great, but they could be like the worst people ever. We have no idea. So, I mean, there is some conversation that goes on beforehand. Yeah. Like, we're not feeling the vibe. Like, we don't have to put them on. But usually, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's worked out for us.
Or when they say, how much do you pay us to come on?
Yeah,
that's when we know we just ain't getting along. Yeah. So let's treat everybody to another piece here. Evan Horn says he's got a lox and cream cheese pick. I tell you what, you fire it out. I'll announce it. And then next week, we're going to bring the football team back because it's going to come like down to nitty gritty. So I want to definitely, Joel, plan that to bring the football squad back for more picks next week. So hang tough to your pick or give it to me and I'll say it out loud. But anyway, what we're going to do right now, we're going to get back to more Moonroof. And I love this song. because it's so different. And
Woohoo!
gotcha. All right, so we are going to. I've had a little, correspondent thing come up here. That's our high technology. I got people off stage saying, "Hey, this and that." Really not. It didn't happen. Anyway, so Moonroof. They're gonna come back another one. This one's Honey Honey. And Joe, I love this because I love the little video piece. I'm gonna play the whole darn thing. It's like 6.5 minutes between the song and a little snippet video beforehand, but it's so worth it because it's fun and it's funny and it's a good tune. And look at that. They let me share it right away. So that's awesome. Jesus Christ, I tell you. Where's Duck the intern? She should be doing this. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, she's off the night.
She's off every night, god damn it. All right, so this is it was kind of funny. The guys from Moonroof wouldn't curse either, like work our butts off and poop. And I'm like, man, come on now. It's the Yo Show. Honey Honey is the song. Moonroof, the band, our very special guest this evening. Check out this and the video part. We'll be back shortly here on the Yo Show.
Yeah, I really like you too.
Oh, I said I really like the food.
Oh, yeah, I like your food too.
Dave, not again, dude.
That was your first date, right? Maybe you should, take it slow.
I'm telling you, she's different.
Didn't you do this last week?
I think so.
Guys, I have a good feeling about this one. I've been going crazy, all the ifs and maybes got me feeling I can't breathe. Trying not to worry about what comes next, but I can't stand a mystery. I'm sure you say it's gonna be fine, and I waste all my time thinking what could go wrong, and I bet you're right, but I can't fight this feeling. Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. Everybody wants you, baby. They're fighting for a piece, but won't you stay with me? You're stopping me from going crazy. Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. No, you know I want you, baby. I'm fighting for my peace, so won't you stay with me? You're the only thing that can save me. All the ifs and maybes got you going crazy. I know I never make things easy, but you hold it together through all the weather I'm throwing at you lately. I'm sure you say it's gonna be fine, and I waste all my time thinking what could go wrong, and I bet you're right, but I can't fight this feeling. Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. Everybody wants you, baby. They're fighting for a piece, but won't you stay with me? You're stopping me from going crazy. Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. No, you know I want you, baby. I'm fighting for my peace, so won't you stay with me? You're the only thing that can save me. I tried to make you walk away, but I couldn't let you go. I tried to make you walk away, but I couldn't let you go. I tried to make you walk away, but I couldn't let you go. I tried to make you walk away, but I couldn't let you go. Honey, honey, why you stay with me? Wish I never made you want to leave. Honey, honey, why you stay with me? Don't you know I feel like I can't breathe? Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. Everybody wants you, baby. I'm waiting for my peace, but won't you stay with me? You're stopping me from going crazy. Honey, honey, don't you ever let me go. Everybody wants you, baby. The fight for a peace, but won't you stay with me? You're stopping me from going crazy. Stop me from going crazy. Hey.
Do I leave my phone here?
Oh. Maybe, but it's a
Do
little.
you mind if I come in and look just real quick?
We're probably both tired. I think it's better if we.
No, it'll just be a second, I promise.
Hey.
Oh, I got it.
Oh yeah. That's...
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Wait. Did you text me?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you got home safely.
Are we okay? What does that mean?
You know, if we're okay.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We had a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Turtle.
Should we leave? We live here.
Oh my God, absolutely hilarious. And a great song and a great video. Moonroof tonight, our very special guests, Dave Kim, Danny Walsh, Dan Rendine, and Kevin Randolph. And Dave Kim showing us his side with the ladies.
Chops.
That's going to give him a lot of dates. No, seriously, thanks guys for coming on. Absolutely terrific. The audience seemed to like him as well. Like losing my voice already. Joe had to strip down. It's getting kind of hot in here. I took my Flyers gear off, took the hat off, went with my second favorite piece of wear, of course, my St. Ricketts t-shirt, and we're going to get into a lot of great merchandise in a moment. But a great announcement because this lovely young lady has been nice enough to be watching our program. And tomorrow night, we want you to watch her program. Why? I'm going to tell you why. And here it is right here. Tomorrow night,
Woo!
Jeff the Shark Perini and Jewel Tatey are honored, thrilled, super excited, and just downright giddy to be joining the amazing Maria Daniels, a terrific podcaster of her own right, and a little segment she calls Live Beyond the Scenes and the Successfully Chaotic podcast. I'll get the words out, I promise. Successfully Chaotic podcast with Maria Daniels. Me and Jewel will be on 8 p.m. Eastern. You'll be able to find us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch, kind of like we do right here. Maria is going to ask those hard-hitting questions, talk about how much she loves my beard, and we're just going to have a great time because Maria's a great time, very much like the Oak Show. She is a terrific host, a brilliant individual, a lot of great insight, and we are stoked, Jewel, to be on her show. Don't forget, that's tomorrow night. 8 o'clock, you actually get a double doses of Yo Show in the same week. And you also get to meet the great Maria Daniels. Jewel Tatey.
I'm so excited. I love when we have two shows. I mean, the week just flies by, one, and I feel like people have seen enough of our faces.
I know.
Thank you so much, Maria. We're so excited. I love everything you do. The show you have with Stacy, Spontaneity, is so much fun. It's just off the cuff, and then you do great interviews as well. We're just honored to be a part of your podcast segment. And I feel like people, are you making fun of me? She's mocking me. I feel like people like myself like to see like the unraveled version sometimes, like what happens behind the scenes. Like I like all the because sometimes I watch his makeup video, especially that Bailey Sarian. She does that true crime and makeup review. But I love to see like their setup, how they work, how they became what they are, how they got there, and what they do in their downtime. It's all very interesting to me. And I love that we're just part of this huge podcast community now, and we're making all these friends. And yeah, we're seeing the love. Like, my mailbox has never got this much action. So thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you, Maria. Can't wait.
Absolutely, it's been terrific. Maria and I have spoken over the last few days about just all kind of great ideas and great podcasting things, and there are great people in this community. And she said real, raw, and authentic. And while she was interviewing me the other day through text messaging, she asked how often per week me and Jules sleep together, and I don't know if we can answer that question.
Joey can't hear, so
I know she can. That's why I said it. And she can hear. I definitely will not. That's good stuff.
bedtime. Okay, bedtime.
Bedtime. Thank you for coming out. Our ultimate. She's like our ultimate walking commercial. Like and subscribe. She comes on and tells the people how it is.
Right, man.
The darling Miss Joey, who will be, as we always said, the future of the O Show. But yeah, Maria Daniels, a lot of great knowledge in there and a lot of dedication to the podcast community. So we are just blown away by having a chance to be on. She's going to come on with us in March. We'll talk about that a little bit later, about a lot of the guests we're going to have coming up. So Maria, thank you. But don't forget to catch us tomorrow night. Like I said, and look on my page. I'll try and share it as well. It is, I had the banner. I had the brand. This way you can catch it. There it is. The name of the show is Successfully Chaotic, which I dig. I think it's absolutely great. Here's a lovely picture of Maria with a little pose.
Woo!
No, she's lovely. She's absolutely lovely.
So
We knew
cute.
that. She is cute. I love her. I love my podcast women. I wanted to actually make like this article. I was thinking about a blog today. You know how our website, www.theyoshow215.com, has a spot that says you can write blogs. I kind of want to do a piece on like you and Maria and Tina about like the new face of like podcasting and webcasting, because back in the day it was, it's usually like some fat dork sitting in his fucking basement. Not anymore. It's like beautiful women, creative dudes, like all types of people get out and do it now for entertainment. And it's what it's all about. And like I said, it is a community. It's not a competition. We are family. And a lot of great people believe in the great stuff that other people do.
I love that too, because you get into things like this and you're like, how are we even gonna are we gonna stand out at all? Like there's so much competition. But no, like our community has welcomed us, and we love just promoting others. Like that's what we love doing best. So we definitely feel the love, and we try to give it back as much as possible. So happy to be here. I mean, we've been rolling, so we're happy to be on this train.
We love you too, fam. Thank you. That's sweet. We love it. And we get such great response from a lot of people. And Jewel the other day, and I laugh, and I don't think I should laugh, but I laugh. It was the Indie podcast, or it was a different podcast, one of the podcast networks on Facebook. And this woman was asking about different ways to do it. And I said, we do it live, uncut, unscripted, unedited, right on a webcast where people see it. It's almost more like a TV show. And she says, I got to check it out. So I give her the link. She checks it out. She comes back and says, see, that's what I want. Well-produced, perfectly timed, excellent show. I thought she was watching somebody else. I felt like saying, what were you watching? Now, if you believe in the product and you have a great partner like I do, this is how it works. We can sit here and basically we send a little text message over what we're going to hit on the show, and this is what it is.
We worked up to this, though. This is 4 years in the making with me and you. So, I mean, when it was audio, it was so much more difficult because, I mean, we could still see each other. Like, we had this kind of setup, but it wasn't you couldn't see this. Like, it wasn't on YouTube or anything. But
know.
yeah, it was tough. Like, we had to get our chemistry down and all that. But here we are, buddies.
Here we are, buddies. I think we
And
nailed
our
it.
guests have just been amazing since day one. So that's been a massive help. Our commenters and the people who watch us, our family and friends and new faces, they've just been extremely helpful. Especially, like I said, during last year when it was all craziness and everyone was going through the same thing. So, yeah, we're just all trying to get through together. But I think it's made our show that much stronger. Luna, you're giving me a nice shadow. Look at her big head.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I agree with that. And like different people ask different questions, and some ask like, how do you keep it going? How long do you plan on keeping it going? How did you two get together? And all those kind of questions like that, which are easily answered. Then you get the dudes who are like, how do you like hang out and do all this stuff with Drew every week and just not want to like love her even though you're married? And I'm like, are you kidding me? That is my sister. At the end of the show, at the end of the night, she turns me off faster than she can. And I go to bed. Like, that's it, man. It's 100% family love, platonic love, but it is also business love. And after we're done Wednesday nights, yeah, we turn each other off.
Talk Thursday. Stop it.
I know we do talk a lot. That's another big part of it. If you're out there in the podcast community and you want to know what it's like if you have a partner, communicate constantly. I have tried to pull off things that Jewel didn't like in the past, and I hate it, and vice versa. Like, she comes up with an idea, and it's like, meh. You kind of have to go that route. We communicate excellent. We're
Yeah, if
always
you're not
available.
honest, then you're going to be miserable, and then you're going to work in a miserable environment. Who wants that? Be
Right.
honest.
We get paid in the real world for that. We don't want to bring it here.
Seriously, like, if you're not in this for the love of it, then you're in the wrong place.
Right. The other night's a perfect example. And Drew, I'll tell the story. Last night, it was around 6:00. I had left the beer meeting with the guys. And we're talking about, the potential of the future with Yo Show, Loso, all that. And I got real excited. And I called Jewel, and she never even called me back. Didn't give a shit about my phone call.
Jesus Christ, I'm never going to live this down.
After the night, you will totally live it down. No, it's great. Really, like, because normally when I need her and vice versa, we text, we communicate, and we hammer it out, and we do a great job. And like I said, me has been kind of getting the more Hollywood style guests or the influencers, and Jewel does the music scene, and it has worked out great. I have not been disappointed yet in anybody that's come on this show.
It's been a wild ride, and it's going to be a wild year. I mean, we're booked until the spring. That's craziness. Maybe we're booked until we can do a live show again.
I cannot wait for that. And I tell bands about it, and they're all stoked to play, and I love that. We want nothing more than do this. We talk about a Yo Show Palooza, and we laugh about it, but we want nothing more than a Yo Show Palooza. Jewel, let's get to Man Cave scores and She Shed Shindig type stuff, and we're going to share one together because we both know what it is. So if you bring it up, you started bringing it up earlier. It came with a sweet little note, and it came with a nice little package of. I got English breakfast and chai ultra spice tea. And of course, it is the book from our future guest. Beauty Beyond the Threshold is the name of the book. The author is the lovely Tiffany Mosher, who was tuning in earlier. Jewel, it's got a beautiful, I got to read it. I got to do the reading. I don't want to embarrass you. I got to read. What an honor it is to be a guest on the Stoop Radio Network. I can't thank you enough for the incredible opportunity. Now grab a cup of tea and enjoy the adventure. That is amazing. And then there was a sweet little card that came with it. Oh yeah, I'm laying you out, Tiffany Mosher. Thank you so much for supporting me in my journey as a first-time author. I hope you enjoy the copy of Beauty Beyond the Threshold. I think you are the hottest, sexiest man I've ever seen. I can't wait to come on your show and flirt with you. Oh wait, that part. No, it ended at Beauty Beyond the Threshold. It is Tiffany Mosher. Jewel, let me see your copy. I assume we pretty much got the same. Oh, we did.
I love it.
Maria Daniels.
So sweet, even down to the stick. And this, I mean, this is my tea. This is the 50 Shades of Grey tea. This is what she drinks. I love tea. I've been on a tea kick me too. During the new year. So I'm definitely gonna drink this and read this book. I just I was out for like a day, so I didn't get home. But I just got this tonight before I did the show. So it was a lovely surprise. I'm so excited to read it. I I devour books, and I was big into inspirational books last year. I am a fan of Melissa Ambrosini, and I follow her on Instagram. I mean, Instagram, Facebook. She has like a tribe on there, and it's just all about sisterhood, and and just like this book. It's just inspiring for so many, especially women, because we go through a lot of the same things and we just don't realize, and we just have to know it's okay to reach out, and it's not a sign of weakness or anything. But she goes into motherhood and travel and inspiration. I'm very excited to dive deep into this and have her on the show, of course. I think it's important, especially all the mental health crisis going on right now. It's like it's very important to just have someone there to listen or read something that inspires you, and to know that you're not alone, because this year especially has been crazy for everyone. I think I said that like 100 times tonight. I'm sorry, but
No, you're right.
we have to barrel through, and we will get through this. And yeah, there's a bright future ahead.
I agree. As a matter of fact, the underscore is how international volunteering saved my life. So it's a gripping story. I was turned on to her from a good friend of mine, Tim Simmons, and he said, "Look, a friend of mine, Tiffany, has this great new book out." And the second I contact her, just sweet as could be, just thrilled to be coming on, and we're excited. And this great gift pack. I mean, this is adorable. This great gift package. This is where we're at here on Man Cave Scores, because I got more. Some I've shared before, and some I'll share again. Maybe we'll take turns.
Okay.
We'll go with the new one. Here's a new one, and I'm going to put this picture up because when people say to me, "Why do you do your show?" I mentioned 100 different things: new musicians, great talking, rapport with Jewel, meeting new podcasters. But there's also gorgeous Maxim magazine models like Sherry Nelson.
Woo!
I love Sherry Nelson. Inside and out, just an adorable person. She has been on our show in the past, and she's big with one of our favorite groups, the World Star PR, Jimmy Starr, Eileen Shapiro, Ron Reynolds, and that whole gang. And she said, I took a gamble. People kept saying, go with Maxim. I took a gamble, and I got picked. So she was in Maxim magazine, and she sent me this gorgeous box of fancy chocolates, Joel Tatey. Man, I'm eating one right now. I don't even know I know what they are. I know what some of them are. I taped it again because it wouldn't stay shut. But this one goes out to Sherry Nelson because I adore her. And just for her, I'm going to eat chocolate on the show while Jewel shows us her next score. And this is a nice caramel-filled milk chocolate little doozy.
I'm a little jealous. I want some chocolate, but
Mm.
I'm on a big diet right now, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh, me continue. Okay, Sherry is the best, and I was so excited for this because I have so many things to read now. I got Waiting for Adam, Eileen Shapiro. The amount of work that went into this book, the interviews and the meet and greets. Look, Annie Lennox, Boy George, Adamant, Liam Rimes, Brooke Shields, Jennifer Hudson. That's just on the cover. There's like so many cool pictures in here. Thank you so much, Sherry. You're just the coolest person ever. I'm so happy we had a chance to see you on here. I want to go up to Canada and visit you. That's like one of my dreams, is go to Canada. But,
we talked about it. She said if there was no COVID, she would have already been here.
Man, and we have to party with Jimmy and Ron down in Florida.
Oh, I love those guys. I would absolutely love it. Eileen is amazing. I met Jimmy, Ron, and Eileen at Glenside at the Adamant show. And, you take a chance. And I said, I want to meet Adamant. And Eileen's like, oh, he's really tough, but walk with me and let's see what happens. And we're walking backstage. I'm like, oh, I'm going to meet Adamant. And then the bouncer's like, oh, Adam, if you're not on the list. I'm like, damn. But Eileen was more than kind enough to walk us down and give it a shot. And I said, Ron, Jimmy, classy guys, a classy group. They're World Star PR. And Sherry Nelson just totally fits the mold because she's perfect.
I'm so happy to know each of those people because they're just wonderful people. Happy to be a part of their world.
Absolutely. I've got another piece, Jewel. I showed this once, and I don't think I gave it enough justice because it is another one of our great artists, and I am going to embarrass them. I'm going to embarrass them by showing the awesome Christmas card that me and my wife got as well. It says there, the Greens, to Jeff and family. And of course, it is an autographed copy of Rachel Green's new EP. Rachel Green sings, of course, one of our great guests. Private Island is the name of the CD. You can actually still get a copy of this if you find her on Facebook. Rachel Green sings, and it's inexpensive. It's definitely worth it. The music's great. She is dynamic, and you get a nice little message on there. I am forever grateful that you found me on Facebook and brought me on the Yo Show. And I'm so happy to have you as my friend, and I consider Green's family, Joel, because they are amazing, and another excellent piece acquired from our great guest.
And we are Green Hearts, and we can't thank Rachel and her family enough. That was, and just a bright shining light through through the end of 2020 was having Rachel and her family on. So thank you once again. You guys are the best.
And it brought us another great audience member in, our man Bear Rains. Bear was a Green Heart. He found our show before it. He's always here. We thank you so much, dude. We need to talk again about he's got some family members that are big time musicians that have played with some big acts, and we definitely want to have them on the program as well. We cut nobody short. Do you have more stuff, Drew? They got another piece first,
I have one. So I saw my sister for the first time since Christmas, and we exchanged gifts. I got to see my little kitties. But I mean, I knew this was out, and I went to Barnes & Noble before because I was going to buy it. But then for some reason, I just didn't buy it for myself. And then I didn't think anything of it. But I went and saw my sister, and the first thing I saw peeking out was this, and I started to cry.
What is it?
That's all I wanted. It's Lana Del Rey's poetry book.
Ah, that's awesome.
Violet bent backwards over the grass. But yeah, there she is. It's a hardback cover. It's beautiful. It's got all these pictures and her handwritten notes and all of her original poetry. And I mean, I'm only a quarter of the way through. I had to stop crying. But thank you, Sharon. I love it. And I was gonna post it, but Lana has been pretty controversial in the news this week.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw, but
love it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't speak on that, but I am a huge fan of hers, and I just wanted to thank my sister for that because that meant a lot to me. So thank you.
That's awesome. We don't speak on that because everybody, you have your opinion, and that's that. That's where I cut it.
Yeah.
We have really I got a lot more stuff, and of course, one of these is this amazing T-shirt from the guys from St. Ricketts, and we're huge fans. And not only beer koozie, these guys knew how to scratch the itch. Beer koozie and T-shirt. I am so easy.
I use that beer koozie all the time, and I wear my shirt all the time.
Oh, I've worn this shirt to death. I've got grease stains on it. I wear it 3 days in a row. I'll probably be wearing it.
The white one.
I know, right? I'll probably be wearing it tomorrow to the funeral under my suit. Now, just but again, www.saintricketts.com. They are the band that brings you our theme music with Fire Cannot Burn, The Catalyst. They got more stuff coming out. As soon as COVID breaks, they're coming out with more stuff. Can't wait for that. Autographed CD from Lauren, Tanya, and Adam, of course, formerly known as Lilith and the Night, now the Sea Sisters. I absolutely love this piece. I love them. They are just gorgeous young ladies, and I adore them. They're so talented. St. Ricketts, I kissed their butt about the other stuff. Don't forget the CD, of course, the EP, and it has With Fire Cannot Burn in the Catalyst. I've never opened it because I burned them out on that. I think Apple Music's going to cut me off from those songs soon. You're going to say, dude, find something else to listen to. An amazing autograph from the Fens of Rock. I met these lovely ladies at Park Casino. Beautiful ladies. Super violin talents, and they signed this great. For the perverts out there, these are some chicks, man. There's some babes that play the violin. Great show, too. Great ladies. Met them after the show, and they are really talented. The violin music is excellent. Check out the Femmes of Rock. Of course, we got Great socks. The socks are in the wash, but I still got a card from Andrew James Blyden.
My socks are in the wash. I wear those all the
I
time.
know the Abraham Lincoln socks. I love them. He said socks are for you both. Thank you so much, Andrew James Blydner, who will be on the show. We got to have him on the show soon because I don't know if you noticed, but the latest tune by Aaron Paul has a music video starring Andrew James Blydner.
Is that what that? I didn't
It's
get
a
a
music
chance to
video.
catch it in work, but oh my, that's amazing! I have to watch the whole thing.
It's really cool. I like the video, and of course, the last piece, one of my favorites. This young lady, of course, Brianna Dale, and her calendar, 2020 calendar. Her 2021 calendar is out now, and she sells out like the second she gets a shipment, they sell out. Brianna Dale, super sweetheart, one of our favorite guests on the show, and of course, I got this whole pleasure pack from the Glam Skanks, and I can't find anything but the button, but I still have my Glam Skanks button as well, and I love that piece. So thank you to everybody that comes on this show and is kind enough to share your merchandise with us because we love it and we'd love to present it.
Absolutely. I mean, we appreciate it so much, and we appreciate even your time. And I mean, yeah, and we're just rocking and rolling through the spring, keeping it going.
Oh, we are packed. We're packed with so many great guests. We're going to get to them in a few minutes. Let's hit a couple topics because we've been saving topics to the end, and we end up rapid firing them. But I like doing that. It's kind of funny. But anyway, Betty White turns 99 years old. Joe Tatey. Oh, Betty White.
Oh my gosh.
She attributes a lot of her longevity to laughing and comedy and high spirits. Do you agree with that? Are you a Betty White fan?
I love Betty White so much, and I think that just kept her spirits high because she's like the most loved person ever. Wouldn't you agree? Like everyone just can't help but love her. Boy, I mean, from the Golden Girls, I always loved Betty White. 99, wow.
I know. And I used to watch the Golden Girls, and what always made me laugh was like Rue McClanahan was always Blanche, right? It was always the sexy one. I would have banged Rose. I like Rose.
God.
She had like nice boobs and like the blonde hair, and see, Maria Daniels says she loves herself some Betty White.
You gotta hit up Betty White. Maybe she'll come on our show.
That would be kick ass. But I was not. To me, Blanche did nothing for me. It was Rose.
Well, Blanche had the attitude. Blanche was like Samantha. She had the. You don't have to be the best looking person to have that. Je ne sais quoi.
That's why I was a fan of Rose, and plus she was very dumb.
Okay.
I give her a little Jeff the Shark beard, a little talk, and next thing you know, I'll be seeding
really
her.
Talking about this, all right.
I'll be seeding her rose garden, as they say.
Oh boy.
We have derailed. Let's go from cute to a story that pisses me off because I used to be madly in love with this person. Now I'm turned off. Anne Hathaway, ladies and gentlemen, despises the name Anne. Hates it. No longer wants to be called it. Call me Annie, she says. Jewel Tatey, diffuse this before I lose my shit. Would you?
If you know me, you know that I don't really care for Anne Hathaway. I don't care for her movies. I can't talk. I did just see The Witches with Joey, and she was pretty good in that. But she usually annoys me, especially as Catwoman. But I kind of get this and get where she's coming from because SAG made her pick, like, well, what is your stage name going to be? And she's like, well, my name is Anne Hathaway. So she had to go by that. But her explanation was every time someone calls her Anne, like, it's like she's getting in trouble. I totally get this because no one on this earth, unless they're yelling at me, calls me by my full name. I don't even know if I want to say it. But
wow.
It's like jarring when someone calls me by my full name. I'm like, ew, what?
I never, right? Like, I don't like
Joel. I'm always Joel. My parents call me Joel. My grandparents call me Joel. Like, no one calls me by my full name, which is Julian.
We had this talk because you asked me if I like Jeffrey, and no, I don't. I'm really not a fan of Jeffrey. I like Jeff. I was messaging with Tina Marie Trimpert about something. She said, "Thanks, Jeffy." I think Jeffy's cute as can be. That is so cute. Like, I love
I don't know.
Jeffy. I think that's cute.
I don't know. It's like
But I don't
Julie.
like.
Don't call me Julie. No, please no.
No, I like Jeffy. That's cute now.
I just think like Julie's a whole different name. Like that's not my
Oh,
name.
it is. You're not Julie, and I don't like you as Julie. I love Jewel. I think that is so cool. I think that's like a awesome name. Like I got Jeff, like, but Jewel is like.
Well, you could be like Geoff, like G.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not no GEOFF. I am JEFF.
But you know what's the worst for me is Starbucks because I usually hit up Starbucks every day, and I think the funniest spelling of my name is when they did JUUL, like Joel, like e-cigarette. I'm like, come on, like you don't even do like
I know.
JUL.
You remember you telling me that? Yeah, JUUL. That's not even like what is that?
Not even trying. I think that's like a Starbucks scheme, and they have to spell your name wrong.
If I go into Starbucks, which I usually don't, if I ever go into Starbucks and I see a GEOFF, I'm like GEOFF kicking your ass right there in the middle of Starbucks.
I hate giving my name though for like food orders. Like if I'm with Duck, I'll be like, yeah, it's for Angela. Like it's not for Joel because you're gonna spell it wrong or spell it like a male version of Joel or call me Julian and that's not my name. It's not my name. And when I say Joel, they don't spell it JEWEL. So
what would be a male version of Jewel? Like any guy named Jewel, I'm kicking his ass too. Like
Joel,
what is a
like
male
Joel
version?
from like Pulp Fiction or Julian. That's a male name.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds kind of cheesy.
But
But
Jeff, if you mess up Jeff, you're just an asshole because that's tough to do.
it's happened. Does not spell with a G. G. I'm not Geoff.
Geoff.
I'm Jeff.
Yeah.
Geoff.
I knew Jeff with a G growing up. Went to my school.
Sounds like a dork.
But then my cousin's Jeffrey, spelled your way.
Yeah, the Toys R Us was Jeffrey.
With a G.
That's why they're out of business. If it was a J, they'd still be in business. That's because it was Jeff, not Hef. It was a G, yeah.
I get around that. I mean, there's so many celebrities that had to change their name.
I'm going to do this one quickly. Philadelphia Eagles fired head coach Doug Pederson. I'm pissed. I don't like it. I think Doug Pederson deserved better. This is the only guy that ever brought us a Super Bowl championship. And Jewel, real quick, the reason I don't like it is the name of candidates that are coming out. One of the candidates that are coming out is San Francisco defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, who I like. He's like a rah-rah guy. He's an emotional guy. I dig that. Some of the names are like guys like former Jets coach Todd Bowles. And I'm going to run this past you, Jewel. And Todd Bowles, 4 years as a head coach, 24 wins. 40 losses. 24 and 4. That's not the guy that we need for the city. That's not Eagles material.
That's a top pick.
That's like our top coaching candidates right now. There's others. There's a lot of guys out there. Jim Caldwell, Anthony Lynn.
Would you have given him one more year?
I would have given Doug one more year. I think he deserved it. The word you're getting now, a lot of people said he went into the meeting with Jeffrey Lurie and said he's not crazy about Carson Wentz. And he doesn't like the team's direction. And they said, well, maybe we should show you the door. That's a rumor. I don't know. If that is the rumor, if that's true, then
whose decision was it to bench Wentz then?
Peterson.
Is that against his contract? Wentz's contract?
Well, maybe that's an issue. They're paying him a ton of money to sit on the bench. But Jalen Hurts near the end was just selling tickets, like just putting asses in the seat. I don't know. I get Maria messed up, and I'm fairly certain that is one of the most popular names. Yeah, if you can't get Maria right, I don't know.
Maria.
I'm singing that on our show. I have bad news for you. Spoiler alert. Jewel, you might like this because we talked about this individual last week on the show, and it was one of your most loved characters, Lucille Ball. Nicole Kidman is in talks to play Lucille Ball in an upcoming movie about her and Desi Arnaz. I read this today.
No.
Right.
No.
Right. I don't like it. I don't get it. Why? Because she has red hair? I mean, I love
Dude.
Nicole Kidman,
What?
but I don't like her as Lucy.
Same. They had like a Lifetime movie about Lucy and Desi before, and the actress was pretty damn good. I mean, she looked like her.
I think I saw that.
I mean, I'm sorry. I think Nicole Kidman's too old. Did you see the undoing? Like, she has so much Botox, she can't like move her face. How's
She
she
has
gonna
a-
do the expressions of Lucy? Like, that's just part of the thing. That's part of Lucy's shtick. Is her faces.
Lucy Shtick. You say that part. You sound like Desi saying, Lucy Shtick. Hello, Lucy. What is your stick? I mean, if Mario Lopez can play Colonel Sanders, I guess anything, anything goes.
Mario Lopez is no.
You didn't see him as Colonel Sanders?
He's Desi.
No, not as
Well,
Desi. Not as
oh.
Desi, but he played Colonel Sanders.
Come on. Get out of here.
I think I should play Desi.
Desi was like, he was like my first crush. I loved Desi Arnaz.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Follow
unusual.
Lou IA.
Let's do that real quick. Let's go like 50s and 60s like TV.
Okay.
Because I had a thing for Mary Tyler Moore. I had a thing for the black and white 1960s Mary Tyler Moore. I loved her.
Dick Van Dyke?
On the Dick Van Dyke show, I loved Mary Tyler Moore. I had the biggest crush on her. Oh,
Oh my. There's so many.
I loved her.
I mean, obviously, like Danny from Grease, John Travolta, and Jesse from Full House. All the tall, dark, and handsomes.
That's why her co-host is short, stumpy, and bald.
Not really tall though.
So there's no tension there. Like me and my brother talked about the other day when Dawn Wells passed away. He said Dawn Wells as Marianne or Yvonne Craig as Batgirl on the TV series. I couldn't answer. They're both like smoking hot women from the 60s. Like, oh, wow. Yvonne Craig with that purple one piece.
Martin Short as Ed Grimley. Stop it.
You too?
It's that black hair that does it for me. It's like,
I mean, I'm a
that
straight
black swoop. It's like over.
I'm a straight heterosexual male, but it gets my gator on. He does a little dance and all.
Yes, with this triangle. Doomed as doomed can be,
That is awesome.
And the cartoon, it's fantastic. I had to tell you something because
this one, Patty Duke.
Patty Duke.
Oh, she was adorable. I loved Patty Duke back in the day, like watching the rerun. Oh my God.
You'll appreciate this though. So I think Saturday we broke out the karaoke again because it's like a weekend thing now. And Doug knows how to play Come Sail Away, like the entire thing on the piano. So she's like, you sing, and I'm like, okay. But growing up, I really thought that Martin Short sang that song. I'm like, it sounds just like Martin Short. I know it's the Sticks, but for some reason, I just picture him. And now, if you think about it, you can picture him singing.
No, I can't.
Oh
my God, no, I really can't. Oh my God. I got one more for you. I got one more for you. Sally Field as the Flying Nun.
Oh my God.
Adorable, so cute. Oh, so cute. They were cute back then.
Reminded me of my sister.
They weren't slutty back then. They were cute. They were all
Dude,
cute.
those nun hats were the scariest goddamn things ever. The nuns were the scariest goddamn thing.
Not kidding.
Well, I told you, right? I had to do that. It was like a made-for-TV movie. It was called True Detective. And they took me up to Bethlehem, PA when I was a wee 3-year-old. And I had to do a scene with this nun. But she was dressed like the flying nun. And she was horrifying. And I think I was scarred for life after that.
Wow. Yeah, those hats are some scary shit.
What's the point? Keep the demons away?
Pennsylvania lottery, or is it Powerball Lotto, is up to $750 million. Can you even fathom what you would do with $750 million?
Yep, I'm excellent with money, so I know what I would do with it.
Oh, Bear does come out. We need it. We need a rendition.
There you go.
We need it. $750 million. Like, I'm not that guy. Tesla owner and the currently named world's richest man, or maybe America's richest man, Elon Musk, is pushing Signal as a new social media contact platform and telling people to shy away from Facebook. Jewel, do you have time for any more social media in your life? Like, I think I'm bogged out.
I'm kind of overloaded. You know what I did try today under your recommendation? I tried to get a space hay.
Yeah,
It was impossible to do.
Why?
I tried to log into my old MySpace before to get old pictures, that were stuck on there.
Nah, none of that's available yet on Space A. You gotta wait.
It's so like jumbled. I don't know what's up with their formatting or whatever. But I tried to make a new account on Space A with a brand new email and everything. It would not let me. It kept popping up this like 21-year-old chick from New York saying, I'm online.
I gotta teach you how to do it. Let me do.
I'm good. I can't be bothered with shit that takes this long. I have no time for
I
it.
love mine.
But the Signal is supposed to be extra protected, extra encrypted, not like Facebook, which I mean, don't put shit on Facebook you don't want out there because who knows? But
exactly.
Just
Like I was reading this thing where like a couple girls on Facebook said there's a guy on Instagram who masturbates on Instagram and somehow it makes it on there.
Well, can we talk about Banks? Azalea Banks cooking her thing?
Yeah, what was that all about?
That was real. That was on Instagram Live, and people watched that shit. First of all, I think the girl has, mental health issues, so I don't want to dive too deep because she's probably going to be put away soon. But whoa, she got away with all that stuff. She's been getting away with a lot. Like the list of people she's come after. And then doing this. She dug up her dead cat and then cooked it on Instagram. The cat was dead for 3 freaking months.
That is
3 months. It was
that is disgusting.
Could you imagine? I mean, you're a pet. Why would you? Why? My cat's
like
easy.
Like it's done. It's disgusting.
Well, and then they thought she was doing some witchcraft stuff. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Went into it.
I don't know. Then that's the thing. Like we're here just trying to entertain and get our little piece of celebrity, and you got to see that garbage. You ain't gonna catch me doing that. I might cook you like some spaghetti or something.
I don't know why anyone gives her recognition or tries to.
Some people out there got the fluff.
Like that.
I'm very flattered to see. Like I said, we get the likes and the hearts and the thumbs up and all up top, and we got a thumbs up from Jimmy Starr. That means everything. Jimmy is like Jimmy's like my hero and like
that's awesome.
And like the talk show platform. He's awesome. We got to try and get him on the show. We got to talk about that. Maybe April, May.
Please come on our show. Thank you, Jimmy.
Between him and Ron, they'd probably steal our show, but that's fine because they're that fun.
Yeah,
they're great. I'm just sitting here like, yeah. They're so cool. Speaking of shows, Jewel, I always got to do pieces for great people out there. Well, I like tacos. Tacos. My main man, I've been kind of swapping duties with this dude, and we're going to collaborate and do some stuff. It's Snowman in the Morning is the show. Brian Snow is the dude. And I got to tell you what, if you like sports talk shows without candy coating and butt kissing of some of these athletes, this is the show. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Facebook Live and his own media, of course. He's got his own little media platform, Snowman Digital. He's got here bsnowmultimedia.com, so check him out. Brian is a good dude. He takes no crap from these athletes and doesn't candy coat and tells it like it is. It's a great sports show. I'm a big fan of sports. 4 hours worth, and now he's running a special. You could be a true follower and even share content through Patreon for as low as $5. It's a special he's got going on through February 8th. So sign up. become a member of Snowman in the Morning and watch him. And of course, subscribe on YouTube. Brian Snow, good dude, great sports dude. Me and him chat a lot of sports. And I tell you, Jewel, he is not an ass kisser. He does not kiss the famous butt and the right guy's butts to kiss at the right time. He tells it like it is, and he gives you some angry insight, and I love it.
That's awesome. I'm so happy once again to just know all these great podcasters. I don't know. Should we dip into the Patreon pool? Seems like that's where stuff's headed.
I've heard it mentioned a lot. Brian mentions it. I mean, like I said, it's $5 to become a regular follower on his show per month. We love our guests or rather our fans to come on, and if people said, "Oh, I'm not paying for it," well, all right, maybe, but we just, it's something to explore because we're two starving children here working so hard. Won't you make a supportive man like me? Look at Jewel. She's beautiful. You should be paying for that alone. If she was on OnlyFans, you'd fucking... Sorry. If you're on OnlyFans, you would drop $19.95 a month to subscribe to watch Rita Bowl cereal.
They do that?
Dude, there was this woman that I know. And again, she's an on-air personality. I won't even mention the city, the state, nothing. But it's not PA.
But Jeff subscribes.
No, I will never. No way. But she put on her Facebook, she's like, I started on OnlyFans, and she put this picture. And it was a picture of her literally, like drinking a cup of coffee, fully clothed. And she's like, I've already made $300. I'm like, what?
What?
What are you paying for?
Why does it seem wrong, though?
Even like she was saying, she's like, it's just see. And then she put on a picture, like her cutest picture was like she had this, it was like a two-piece, but kind of like a matching sweatsuit. And she said, this is the cutest picture I put on. She put it on Facebook. And she said, here, I just picked up another $100. She's like, I feel so guilty. I'm banning my account.
That's insanity.
I don't know. I want to go on. Watch me drink beer.
Dude, you probably have a nice following with that beard.
I
was watching an episode from August, like the growth.
Right? I know. I love it. I'm going to get in trouble tomorrow because my grandmother-in-law wanted it trimmed, and she's going to be very angry to see it all bushy looking. But, whoa, what happened there? Lights out.
Stupid After Dark. Yo, show After Dark. Sorry.
Yeah. The one after my ears. Yo Show After Dark. Speaking of Yo Show, let's run down the lineup because we got some tremendous guests coming up, Jewel Tatey, and it's going to run us a little bit past 10, but, we're adults here. We can do that.
I guess, as the lights are shutting off.
I know. I always got to coincide the thing with the picture. So we come back next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Very talented Philadelphia artist, Maxwell Stern, ladies and gentlemen, join us on the Yo Show. I got a picture. I got a picture.
There you go. Maxwell.
Check him out, ladies. Maxwell Stern coming on, another Philadelphia local artist next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Be here. We got more, Joel. We are just killing it with guests. February 3rd, another Wednesday, of course. The young lady with the who was nice enough to give us these beautiful books. And I got a picture of her this week, too.
Yes.
It is the beautiful author, Tiffany Mosher. She will be with us February 3rd, Wednesday, to talk about her brand new book entitled Beauty Beyond the Threshold, How International Volunteering Saved My Life. Tiffany Mosher, very excited for that. We can't wait to meet and talk with Tiffany Mosher. February 10th, one I've definitely been waiting for because I love going on Facebook and finding these bands kind of by accident, like bugging the shit out until they finally decide to come on the show. It is the country band New Moon Junction, a trio out of Canada. Joel, check this out because these are like some good-looking people. Look at this band. They good-looking people. I can even say the dudes. I can even say the dude's good-looking, and I'm a dude. That's a good beard. I need my beard like that. But anyway, New Moon Junction, a Canadian country band, February 10th. They're going to come on. We're going to play some music and talk to them. I'm very excited for that. We got more. We got so many more guest announcements, Jewel. We're just killing it. February 17th. I'm so stoked for this. I found this young lady on Instagram, and I got into her music, and you watch her videos of her dancing. Super talented and beautiful Olivia King will be on the show February 17th. She's a doll. Huge following, too, Jewel. She's got the people following her around. She's very awesome. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook, Olivia King, February 17th. February 24th, the very beautiful and sexy actress, Miss Chanel Ryan, will be on the program. Oh, she's, baby. She's Yo Show material. She'll be on the program February 24th. Great conversation with her. And she's very anxious to get on the show. Can't wait. She's got some good projects and a lot of good things that she's been in. So can't wait to talk to her. That comes up on February 24th. More, you say? Of course there's more, you say. March 3rd, we'll be joined by another terrific podcaster and motivational speaker, yoga teacher, and host and creator of Sexy Freedom Media. This is her new book, Nothing Sexier Than Freedom. The amazing Helen Edwards will be our very special guest on the Yo Show. We're excited for that. We got more? Oh, yeah, we got more. March 10th. Just got in touch with this young lady the other day. I almost accidentally erased her thing. There it is. March 10th. Beautiful young lady. She's a model, actress. She does spokesmodeling for some big-time companies out there. Alyssa Mai is her name. Jewel, she was just on the Jamie Kennedy show recently. And she was... And Kennedy did he did a table flip and let her interview him. Maybe I'll ask her how they did that contact, and maybe Jamie Kennedy can go on our show because I know you love him and I like him. He's very cool and he is hilarious. But yeah, so March 10th, Alyssa Mai will be on, and we'll talk to her about Jamie Kennedy. I'll talk to her about him beforehand and see if she can pull a string as Joel.
It's so weird because like you said that to me. I'm like, I just looked him up to reach out to him. Like, I love Jamie Kennedy. He's from Upper Darby. I've been a fan since the start of his career. You know, Romeo and Juliet, Malibu's Most Wanted. He had the Jamie Kennedy Experiment. Like,
yes.
I'm a fan. Even Son of the Mask I watched. That's how much of a fan I am.
Keep hitting with that PA stuff too. Maybe that works.
Yeah.
And this was just locked in today. We are going to be a guest on her program tomorrow. And then she's going to come on with us March 24th. She is the host of Successfully Chaotic. She is the beautiful and talented Miss Maria Daniels on the 24th. Absolutely. I am excited for that. I love talking to her. We have such great conversations. We have decided that we're the male and female versions of each other.
Yeah, that's like the Seinfeld episode, right? He finds his
yes
female version of himself.
I can't be with somebody like me. I hate myself. But don't forget, tomorrow night, Jewel Tatey and myself will join Maria Daniels on her program, Successfully Chaotic. Comes on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. I'll be posting about it. Maria already posted about it. It's on our page. We can't wait till tomorrow night to get down and dirty. I like being a guest on people's shows because they want to learn about the real us. And they really want to know if me and Jewel sleep together. We do.
Oh, my God.
We might sleep at the same time, but we don't sleep on the same roof. Great stuff. We are stacked. Of course, January 27th is Jewel's birthday. It's looking more and more like we're falling apart with what I wanted to have to be a terrific special, but it may not. But stay tuned. Keep clicking on subscribe and love the Yo Show on YouTube. Check out www.theyoshow215.com. Check us out on Facebook at the Stoop Radio Network. Maybe Joel Tatey will pay her electric bill tomorrow and have some lights. Humongous thanks to the guys Dave Kim, Danny Walsh, Dan Rendine, and Kevin Randolph from Moonroof. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to check out their music on Apple Music, Spotify, and all major music platforms. www.moonroofmusic, with a K, moonroofmusic.com. Facebook and Instagram as well. Follow these guys because their music is terrific. We absolutely love them, and we love everything that we got going on. Jewel Tatey, while I load up the music, Any final thoughts for the folks at home?
I mean, this is just my favorite day of the week. We've been serenaded with some great music, another great interview. I'm just happy to be here. I'll see you again tomorrow.
Right?
It's gonna be a week. I'm excited.
It really is. It's going to be great. Of course, again, thank you to the family that has come out and will be available tomorrow. I'll be singing for the funeral for Nick. And thank you to everybody that poured out to us as well. I took us off the screen. There we are. But again, thank you everybody that tuned in. We had a great audience as always. People comment, tune in, enjoy the show, and you can always catch it. It always plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live, on Twitch. You can watch us anytime and then check us out at all the major podcast platforms. Hey, great evening. So for Jewel Tatey, I am Jeff the Shark Perini, reminding the entire planet, not just America, because we know you people are in trouble, but the entire planet, don't be a douche.
And be nice to people, all people, and stay safe.
That's all we can do. We will see you tomorrow night on the Maria Daniels Successfully Chaotic podcast. Make sure you tune in. She's definitely worth it. And we'd appreciate it for our Yo Show loves and fans. We will take you out with St. Ricketts at www.saintricketts.com. It is what fire cannot burn. I got my t-shirt. I love my guys. We will see you next week. We will see you next week here on the Yo Show. Good night, everybody.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Can we answer this? What's the point of it? Just to reach new heights of blue. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly blessed if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot It's what fire cannot burn. It's what